Hi there, this is Blake Levine, and today I want to do a talk about bipolar disorder and depression and ways to learn to find happiness and joy even in the hard times. So, for those that face depression, there's often a feeling of sinking, and you feel like you're down this very dark and dismal hole. And I'm happy to say I've been feeling great lately, but I've worked with many that feel like they're in such a difficult spot that they don't know if they can continue. I've also myself felt pretty depressed at times, and it's during those moments you say, how can I go on? And what's the reason to pick myself up? And is there anything left to do that will help me to get happier and more joyful? And what I've learned over many years of helping others is that you have to take things one step at a time. If you have a huge amount of problems, you can certainly try to make ways to fix some of them, but you can't expect to solve them all in one instant. I've also found that making small progress is a big step in the right direction. I know many of us struggle with weight issues, and I used to try to go on diets, and I would pressure myself to eat perfectly and never make a mistake. And oftentimes it would fail because I'd work to eat a little bit better and have an exactly perfect uh, intake of food, and then I would make a mistake, and then I would give up on the diet. And I've learned if I want to eat healthier, that it's much better to make small changes. So, as an example, if you're eating a lot of fattening food, maybe you slowly cut back on it. If you are, having trouble uh, being able to stay hydrated, you drink lots of water. And when you do these things, you're starting to make change. And I believe our body has a lot of patterns and programming that we're used to. And if it's certain kinds of foods we're used to eating, we're programmed to want them. And if we're used to doing certain things, even with depression, we're programmed to be sad or to think about what's not working or to feel like we're worthless. It's very easy to have that as a repetitive way of being. And what I've learned with mental programming is we can change it, but it takes time. And for example, if you're feeling sad all the time and you say to yourself, I feel wonderful, you don't really believe it. And it's very hard to have anyone tell you a reason why you should think differently. And on my own journey, I began to listen to Louise, who's written a number of books. She sadly passed away, but her books talk about affirmations. And the idea is you say certain things to yourself and you start to believe them if you repetitively talk to yourself about the ideas. And in my own life, I started to say, every day I feel wonderful, I feel terrific, I feel healthy. And when I said I feel wonderful, I feel terrific, I feel healthy, at first I didn't believe it. That's not true. Or you don't feel great today, I feel sick. And what I started to do is every day look in the mirror and say those things to myself. And I continued to do this for several months, and it became something that I began to believe. And these days, when I wake up, I say, I feel wonderful, I feel terrific, I feel healthy. I'm programmed to believe it, and it really works. And for those that have depression, you can start to do the same thing. You can find 3 or 4 affirmations. Maybe it's, I feel positive and happy today, or I feel joyful, or I feel like I can succeed in the world, or whatever you want that may allow you to feel happier. So when you do this, I believe that things start to get better. And I also want to say that having support around you is so valid. Many of us feel like it's shameful to be depressed or to face bipolar. We wonder if others will accept us. We may have faced rejection from friends or family or in school or at work. And when you tell yourself, I need new people in my life, or I need to connect with some of the good ones that were in my past, it makes things much better. And for those that don't have anyone, and sadly, as a coach, I've had a number of people that don't really have anyone in their life. And it's a great thing to get someone to support you. And I do life coaching by phone where I work with people from all over the world, and I listen to them and I talk to them and I try to support them. I try to help them reach their goals. And I often check in with them on a daily basis. They can text me. And by having that support, it makes things better and it has you not going at it alone. And I really believe that the amount of depression and suicide and problems can be lowered when you have that support in your life. So I want to share this book. This is a picture on the cover of my brother Adam. He was an awesome person, probably my best friend, and he died of a heroin overdose. And the hardest part of losing him was having someone that I loved so much not be around, and I couldn't text him or call him or, have fun with him. And now that he's gone, I really miss him. And in his honor, I wrote this book. It teaches holistic tools about mental illness and addiction. You can find depression, bipolar, and heroin at the link below. And that coaching program I'm sharing is awesome. It's a wonderful way to make change and to have support. You can reach me directly at 213-304-9555. That's 213-304-9555. You can text me or call me. Mention that you're interested in coaching. I'll share about the cost, and it's really not that much considering the amount of work I've done and many years I've been in practice. And I'd love to help you. And thank you so much for watching this video. I pray things work out. And if you have depression or bipolar, or even if you don't, I hope life gets happier and healthier and more joyful.